In this video, we are going to look at another primitive data type in JavaScript that is called as undefined. So JavaScript has a value or a data type called as undefined, so that is used to indicate the absence of a value. So if there is no value assigned to any variable, it is called as undefined. So undefined is also the value the variable holds when we create a variable and not assigned any value to it. So I have already shown it in the first video of variables. So if you declare a variable and does not assign any value to it, it prints undefined. So I am creating a file here and I am naming it as inside data types folder. I am creating a file called as undefined. Check the spelling of undefined, undefined.js, and the file name is undefined.js. So I have created the file and I am naming it as undefined, and now I am creating a variable called as name. So where name is equal to, I'm just creating a variable called as name and I am not assigning any values to it. So I'm just going to print this particular piece of code, name node undefined.js. So it is going to go ahead and print as undefined. So this is a one more primitive data type. So we say variable name holds undefined. So when we run it, it says undefined, the absence of a value. Here there is no value. We have just declared it and declared it using var keyword and named it as name, but there is no undefined assigned to it. So that is the difference. Let's say I am naming it something like JS and I am saving it and I am executing this. So here now we can see the JavaScript is printed, sorry, JS is printed here as output. But if we do not assign any value to it and we are still printing it, it is going to say as it is undefined, meaning absence of value. Okay, this is one more important data type, undefined. In interviews, most of the interviews you will be asked this question, what is undefined data type? Okay, so undefined data type is absence of value. Okay, undefined is also the default value that is sent back. So there is one more use case of undefined. So undefined is also the default value that is sent back if a function does not return the value. So if a function does not have return keyword in it, so in that cases, if there is no return keyword in a function, in that cases also it returns undefined, it says undefined. Okay, so let's see it in real world examples. That means if I have a function called as add, so I am declaring a function called as add. You know how to declare a function, right? Where add is equal to, we have function keyword, we have opening and closing round brackets, we have opening and closing flower brackets, and in this, to this function we can even pass arguments n1 and n2. I'm passing arguments. Let's say you want to add two numbers inside a function. How do we do that? More about this we'll see in functions, but for now just remember that a function can take arguments. Okay, whatever we pass here, they are called as arguments. Okay, so whatever we pass here, there we are passing n1 and n2 here, and I'm just adding this n1 and n2. So this is the syntax of a function. We should have return keyword, and we are now calling that function add of, and I am passing two values, 2 plus 2 comma 4 comma separated values, and I am saving this file and executing this piece of code. It is going ahead and say that the output is 6, 2 plus 4 is 6, right? So this is how a function works in real time. But now the use case is we need to check how undefined is declared here. So if we remove the return keyword, if there is no return keyword inside the function, then it is going to go ahead and tell us it is undefined. So for functions, return keyword is very important. When we run it second time also, I'm getting undefined. Now I'm checking that I'm running it second time, it is saying undefined. So if a function does not have return keyword, the value that it will return is undefined. So if we use return keyword, it is correct. When we run the output, it is saying 6 now. So that's all about undefined. So where in two cases we use undefined. Number one, we use undefined for an absence of a value, and we use undefined where we get undefined where return keyword is missing in functions. Okay, in these two cases we get undefined. Okay, that's all about undefined. So that's all about basics of primitive data types for now. We have seen different primitive data types. So primitive data types we have seen, like we have seen number, we have seen string, we have seen boolean, and we have seen undefined. So these are all about basics of primitive data types. More about other data types and more about these data types in detail we will see when we start level 1. Okay, I will see you in the next section. Thank you.